Hi, welcome back to Simple Strategies to Create Your Extraordinary Life. Today I'm going to talk about a subject that I know personally a lot about, and that's being overwhelmed. And what I want to say about being overwhelmed is that it's so interesting that it really has so much to do with your state of mind rather than your schedule and what you layer on top and the multiple competing demands that may be going on in your life. And when you really understand how when you wake up in the morning, for example, and you're immediately imagining the chaos, the overwhelm of your life, you just set yourself up for more challenges than you may already have or you may already need to be creating for yourself. And I want to tell you that it's really possible to reframe the way you think about overwhelm. And there are some simple steps to doing this, but I'm going to be going into this in a much more deep way in a challenge that I'll be doing in a few days. I start on Monday, the 25th. It's going to be a 5-day challenge, Monday, February 25th. And I'd love for you to join me in the challenge. You'll just be learning every day. You'll be learning new tools and strategies and insight about how to reframe your mind, your brain, and how to be more on your own side than sabotaging yourself and sabotaging what your day could be like and the joy that you could be having in your life. I know I used to start out my day by thinking about everything that I needed to do rather than really being grateful for what I have and being grounded. And if you just so I'd like to just give you one little strategy for today, and that's just think about what your day is like and think about how you think about it. What comes to your mind when you're thinking about your day? Are you worried about what's to come? Are you dreading certain conversations or meetings or appointments? Or are you framing it in a way that you're actually supporting yourself and maybe even looking forward to what you have to do? It so starts in the mind. And the way you could shift your mind is first by taking a look at the way you speak to yourself. That's step number one, raising it to the point of conscious attention. So you know how you're thinking, you know the words, the messaging that you're using to speak to yourself. And then if you find that it's not really serving you, it's not really supporting your best possible day or next few hours, then think about how you could say something like that really takes into consideration that maybe your day is going to go far better than you think, or maybe you're going to be able to take more pleasure. In fact, if you set yourself up to believe that this day I'm going to move through this day with grace and ease, rather than starting out your day by waking up and saying, I'm going to be overwhelmed today. I have so much to do. I'll never get it all to happen in a way that feels good to me. If you calm yourself, take a look at what you're saying, and then maybe reframe it by saying, I can handle this. I can move through my day with greater grace and ease. And then maybe repeat that to yourself when you find yourself getting overwhelmed. And it takes a while. You don't want to say something and then just have it be meaningless. But if it really feels resonant with you, or to you rather, or if you can get a glimpse of what's good about your day, and shift your mind also in terms of what it is that you're grateful for, rather than thinking about all the things that just heighten your anxiety or your experience of overwhelm. That also happens when you shift your attention and become more conscious of your thoughts. So the first part is always about raising your consciousness to the level of observation or the level of awareness, and then to reframe it however is most meaningful to you in a way that feels like, okay, I can believe that I can handle this, or I believe that I could move through my day with greater grace and ease. Maybe not with complete grace and ease, but with more, and that it's possible. So when you do that kind of reframe, eventually it starts to land and you could take that in and believe it more wholeheartedly. Because I know I always used to start my day like shot out of a cannon, and I would just like scramble through one meeting and go to the next and just layer, and muscle my way through. And I've learned that that doesn't serve me, and that doesn't serve the people in my life that I either love and or work with. So I've learned how to, no matter how full my day might be, to find the space to calm down and to reframe that I'm going to take joy out of today. I don't want another day to slip away. You know, the truth is that none of us know how much we have left in this life. It doesn't matter what your age is. And it behooves all of us to move through our day with more pleasure, having more fun, having more joy, and not just saying, well, that'll happen when this happens, or that'll happen tomorrow, or in a week from now, or when I go on vacation, or when I have. All of that is not so. The truth is, it happens when you decide that it's going to happen, and it's in your power. And I'm going to be going into this in much greater depth and giving you so many tools that you could use. Some will resonate with you in a powerful way, maybe more so than others, but you'll get substantial strategies out of coming to this challenge. So I challenge you to come to my challenge, which starts